Welcome back, everybody, to the Big Moon Arcade. We are in the shop and we're going to do a little work on the Time Pilot. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So what we've got is this control panel, and that obviously is not the original joystick, and those are not the correct buttons. So we're going to fix that this evening. And one other thing I wanted to show you about this cabinet too. If you look at it, most Centuri cabinets from this era are wood grain. The wood, the wood paneling. This one is not. So they actually made some, not very many, black ones like this. And just to show you, I mean, it is definitely the legit deal because it's got the real, Time Pilot thing in there. And it's got the actual tag still on the back. This one was black, okay? So let's go inside here real quick and look at its cousin, the Vanguard. This is what most of them look like right here. The wood paneling. See? This Time Pilot is black. Pretty crazy. Alright, so we've got a new fire button right there. Went with the original leaf switch. And then on the, you notice like on the Vanguard over there, start buttons, Centuri thing, they did like a red one and a white one. So we got a red one here and a white one here. And here's the best part. We got a brand new reproduction Monroe joystick, which is really unique. And after we install it, we'll have another closer look at it, show you how it all works. But we're going to go put it in there right now. All right, so we've got the joystick installed, and there's a shot of it from the other side. And we're going to hook the wiring harness up to it. We've taken a picture of the old one, so we know where the wires go, so it'll be cool. And here's something very important. If you get one of these, they're pretty dry when you get them. Literally, it felt like it just was completely seized. And, I contacted Arcade Shop where I got it, and they said, yeah, you just need to put a little lithium, grease in there. And of course I didn't have any right here, so I'm like, well, okay. So I just squirted one little tiny shot of WD-40 in there, which is terrible, but it's the only thing I had, so forgive me. And look at it, people. Just like that. I mean, literally just one teeny little squirt, and the thing's smooth. So I'm gonna get some grease for it, and we'll get it going that way. But I was kind of freaking out a little bit because I thought, man, this thing is not working. I mean, it was like really, it wouldn't even move. But it's just dry. They don't lube them from the factory. So, I didn't know. But if you get one, so don't freak out. Just put a little lube in there, put a little grease in there, and you're good to go. So we're going to hook it up, and then we're going to check it out. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we spruced up the bolts there that hold the joystick in, so it looks really sharp. We've got some empty holes here, and I'll show you what the deal is with that. These are the ones that go through, and there's a wing nut underneath that holds basically the control panel up tight. And these are just little short ones too, just like these. But we've got this going on over here where we painted this little bracket that goes on the control panel. And that's going to go back on after the paint's dry. We're not going to deal with that right now. But we're going to go ahead and turn it on and have a look at it. And I've also, we're going to take these out of here because we painted this bracket. And I didn't remove it all. I just kind of masked everything off and I just painted it because it didn't need much, just but a little bit of touch up. So we have triple thicked the back of the marquee. So it's good for another 100 years. We're just going to set it in here so we don't get blinded. We're going to fire it up. Hang on now, find the button. There we go. Okay, we're going to fire it up here and have a look at it. Oh yes, people. I love it. Okay. All right, let's see how this joystick works. See if we got it hooked up right. We're not going to have any, this is a two-handed game, people, and I'm holding the camera, so we're going to fire it up. All right, so we started. All right. See, the deal is you can just roll it around. Oh, yeah, look at that. I crashed because I'm not shooting. Sweet. This is just a joystick test, though. Okay, all right. Everything looks good. Oh, it feels great, people. It feels really nice. Oh, we'll get our parachute now. Sweet, sweet. Whew. So I can dodge them here. Okay, everything's working. Yeah. They're trying to get me. They're getting pretty upset with me here. I wonder how long I can survive this. About that long. All right, so the joystick works. Nice. Really nice. Let me turn the light back on. All right, so let's have a look at the panel here. Now that metal piece is going to go back up here when we get it back installed. And but you can see, I mean, this has got some wear on it. We cleaned it up as best we could, and you know, it looks okay. We could get another one for it, but this is an original deal. And I think one of my favorite things about this machine is the badge here on the coin door, the Centuri badge. I just think that's so cool. You just don't see that very often. You just don't. So it's pretty sweet, people. It's pretty sweet. So Monroe Joystick Arcade Shop. It's a reproduction. You gotta lube them up. Like I said, you lube them, and you know, I played these a lot back in the day, so I remember how the original feels. And it's good. I mean, it really looks like the original, and it feels like it too. So, I mean, that's what we're after. You got to take a little bit of artistic license with some of these things to, you know, make them work again. You know, because I mean, to get an original Monroe, I mean, it's going to be wore out. You know, it's going to be 40 years old. So we got a reproduction, and you know, it looks good and it feels great. So really super happy about that. Thank you to Arcade Shop. And so there it is, the Centuri Time Pilot black cabinet, reproduction Monroe joystick, new buttons, and we're good to go. So all we really need to do now is just a few finishing touches. After the paint dries, we'll put this bracket back on, and we'll put it all back together, and we'll have it ready for the arcade. One other little thing I did, I didn't mention just yet, is I painted the top of it. Just washed it off real good and gave it a good paint job, and so, you know, it looks really sharp. And, you know, really we probably should rebuild the monitor, although it looks pretty good. So I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll consider it. But hey, there it is. So pretty excited. It's really a neat, super addition, and I'm really happy to have it. It's a really cool game. It's not one that you see all the time. They didn't make a ton of them. You know, 6,000 to 8,000 or so is all they ever made of these. So it's a survivor. It's cool. Just there it is. There's a real one right there, living and doing its thing in the shop at the Big Moon, people. It's awesome. So thank you for coming along wherever you are and whoever you are. Have a great evening. Take care of your people. And we will look forward to seeing you on the next video at the Big Moon Arcade. Until then.